and walk back up front. He doesn't have anything. He goes to pick up his book bag.
Oh my God, we found Viva!
She says, no, it's right there.
She's talking and politically correct!
Those pockets in the front.
She's litigating and narrating live!
At that point, Andy says that
Cyrus versus Dr. Chow 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 Chow!
I saw something heavy, and that's, that he thought that was a water bottle, which I'm assuming was the gun. And so then he picked up his bag, and he walks out.
Very disturbing case.
And then Andy and Rick run out behind him. Run, right? Screaming, and then you see it pan to
These are people who don't go to the gym. So what does that mean?
Because they go off that camera, and then the parking lot.
And we're about to.
We're
about to. Should have read this morning.
Right behind him.
I didn't read. I'm out of the top 1% today. Uh-oh. Gotta be the 1%.
That's very interesting. You can listen to the things he says, how he says it, how he's hesitant to answer the questions. Very explicit. I mean, like, you could say, sure, he was in.
This is actually my contribution
but, I mean,
to eliminating structural white racism and replacing it with structural black racism, if that's okay. Hello?
There was at least one witness that said,
This is law school for lawyers that never made it. This is Judge Judy in the afternoon for lawyers that just couldn't pass the bar. Just couldn't pass it.
And pointed at Andy or not. So somebody sort of terrified that witness story is new. Initially, I felt like, why aren't they taking the witness story just as seriously as they're taking Andy's story? Clearly, the only people there at the shooting is with Andy and Ray.
Yeah, and they asked Benjamin, they asked Andy too, like, because Andy says, yeah, and I saw him throw something, and then he says, and then what did you say? I looked, and he didn't see anything but trash, but then it turns out it was his phone, because he ran out of his shoe, and his phone fell out of his pocket, whatever, so his phone, he ran out of his shoe, he keeps running. What else was interesting? Oh, the hypervigilance of the Rick's store. And this is really interesting because I think they didn't talk about this at all, but I think that it's important for the psychology of what this type of was to a human being, right? Rick had gone to, he was a professor in some like tech, right? He did some sort of engineering, tech, AI, surveillance, something like that, right? And so did his son.
Right.
And so they had a high,
got a horse fly up in this room.
A cool facial recognition system in their store. So they had over like 25 angles of cameras, and the facial recognition system, they had an entire behind the counter, and you see the video of it. The entire probe and this, whatever technology is just to identify the faces of people that come into the store. They mark them as potential, thieves, former thieves, or whatever. And all over the store, you have the red things where all of these faces that have been by the wall, have faces on the camera. But what I did find interesting is they said that the gun was equipped with a laser, and the laser in low light still is extremely visible, right? But I don't know if that laser was activated, because with most guns, it's just like you don't walk around with your laser on. You have to reach to the front of the gun, tap the laser for it to be activated. Otherwise, you run your battery light off, light out. And you would see that somebody's pocket is just not practical. saying that the barrel was silver, and that's how he was able to identify the gun. But and oh, did you happen to look at the gun after? No, I didn't look at the
What
gun.
are you doing today?
It was pointed out.
I'm relitigating Cyrus's murder outside of the gas station.
I think the woman, the mom in the store owner, I think she was really wrong because she was standing right behind that boy and she seen him put back all those waters and she still let her son and husband go out there and say he stole the water. If you look at the video, they was washing like a hawk. Like I would put the waters back and would like, I'm not buying nothing in this store.
How did the horseflies get in the house?
Like, do anybody have
Who left the door
What did
open?
the parents say about him carrying a gun? Did the parents make a statement about him having a gun? Did they know he had a gun?
Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town.
Yeah, it's not typical. I was stationed in Columbus, South Carolina. It's not typical. Like, it's not a good idea to have a gun. It's dangerous out there. Like, we used to get our cars robbed and fucking motherfuckers got robbed in fucking Columbia, South Carolina. This ain't no goddamn. Columbia, South Carolina is a fucking city, just like any other fucking major city. Like that's not something that I don't know what's going on.
The parents acknowledged that he had a gun. Both of his parents said he had a gun.
Okay, thank you for answering my question, Joanna.
Yeah, this ain't, like I said, it ain't Aiken, South Carolina, where he might have been shooting fucking squirrels out of the tree. That's the problem I have with this. Like, we gotta be careful with our kids having these weapons. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's a bad idea, baby.
Too,
It's not smart to have a gun if you a YN.
And you know, my first statement, in the video, you know, that lady seen that boy put back all those waters. She should have had her husband and son stand down. Am I tripping? Because she was right behind him. She was like following him in the store.
It's also military town, bro.
That shit. That shit, I think that shit bigger than Metro Atlanta. What the fuck? The motherfuckers be wilding out there.
Jackson.
Y'all drill signs be getting fucking robbed all the fucking time out there. That shit, that city is dangerous.
Also, Mimi, I tried to look up and find court case filings exactly, not just reporters or anything, in regards to the owner's previous incidents with shooting and stuff like that. Apparently, they did file it, and the judge rejected it. It doesn't say they don't have a transcripts of but motion before they official hearings. The judge rejected it.
He
When my dad pulled a gun.
Can somebody play the 911 call? It seemed like that would.
Is he on that 911 call while he's running 130 yards? I mean,
No, because
at some point.
he was shot. The kid
Right.
was shot, and he was calling, and the dad was trying to apply pressure, and a bunch of other people. So there were sounds and stuff, people talking about.
Hello?
Gemini, I back channeled you the son's testimony, just that part of the video.
Thank you.
It's interesting how he was. I mean, this is I'll say this. Pay attention to the way that he answers the questions that the dispatcher's asking him, and in the time frame, and just like how.
Somebody got it. Gonna play it.
I'm pulling it up right now, buddy.
Patty, let's get to work. Let's solve this one. Yeah. Patty's on the case. I'm driving right now.
It's about 14:59 in the video, so.
Oh, I thought that.
A Chanel bag. Thanks.
This is your AI Clubhouse chat assistant. I am here to help you find the most retarded rooms on Clown House. Prepare for your next level of retardation.
Dude, there was a whole cop that just recently resigned because his wife is going through the because she found out, or I don't know if she found out, but she's exposing her husband for being a white supremacist. Took a whole bunch of pictures of his text messages and stuff like that. And this dude went through a whole freaking thorough background check, before hiring sergeants and investigators. Like people are who they are, and there's ways to get around that. And all I'm saying is, if you want to hedge against that, people's biases, simply make juries diverse. I didn't say make them all black. I said make them diverse. That's what I'm saying. That'll hedge against that.
You might respond real quick?
See, I told y'all this.
They want to maintain the status quo.
Oh my God, it's Monica! We found Monica!
I know you can wait, but you just landed. Now he wants to.
We found Beamer and politically correct, and we found Monica in jealousy.
I said after I know, you can wait. You said that last time.
Right.
Keep going, I can wait.
Hello?
Y'all okay? Hold on, I got one more thing to say. Hold on.
Monica.